Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about a silent digital arms race that's happening right now. There's a new kind of supercomputer on the horizon, one that could literally shatter the security protecting everything: your bank account, the global economy, you name it. The race is officially on to quantum-proof our money.
Okay, so let's break this down. Every single time you go online to check your bank balance or tap your card at a store, you're trusting this invisible shield. It's called cryptography. And it's not just important, it's the absolute foundation of our digital lives. But what happens when that shield is about to face something that could break it? Just like that.
To really get the threat, we first have to understand the locks. The financial world basically uses two main types. On one hand, you have symmetric keys. Think of it like a shared key to a safe. Both you and the bank have the exact same key. It's fast, it's efficient. On the other hand, we have asymmetric keys, which are a little more clever. They're like a public mailbox. Anyone can drop a message in the slot, but only you have the private key to open it up. This is what's securing things like digital signatures and that first secure handshake between your browser and your bank.
But what if someone was building a master key? A key that could pick almost all of those public mailbox locks, the very ones that verify who you are and create that first secure connection online. Well, that master key, that's a quantum computer. And this is where things get really, really interesting. This is not science fiction. According to a recent report, a staggering 27% of the world's leading experts believe a quantum computer powerful enough to break today's encryption will be here within a decade. The clock is seriously ticking. And this slide explains why the threat isn't some far-off problem. It's happening right now. Adversaries are actively stealing huge volumes of encrypted data today. Now, they can't read it yet, but they're hoarding it, stockpiling it, just waiting for the day they get that quantum key. It's a strategy called harvest now, decrypt later, and it makes data that we think is safe today totally vulnerable to tomorrow's technology. So here's the heart of the problem, the very pillars of our digital trust, these algorithms with names like RSA and elliptic curve cryptography that protect our secure websites and online banking, they're the most fragile. A powerful enough quantum computer could, in theory, just shatter them, making our most secure communications totally transparent. Okay, so how in the world do we defend against this? Let's switch gears and look at the solution, because the world's top cryptographers are already building new kinds of defenses to make our entire financial system quantum safe. The main line of defense is something called post-quantum cryptography, or PQC. And the genius of PQC is that these are brand new algorithms that run on the computers we already have, but they're based on math problems that are so ridiculously complex that even a future quantum computer shouldn't be able to solve them. It's like changing from a regular lock to one based on a mind-bending puzzle. But there's no free lunch here. As you can see, this new security comes with some trade-offs. PQC keys and signatures are much, much bigger. A standard signature today might be tiny, like 32 bytes, but a quantum-safe one, that could be over 1,300 bytes. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but multiply that by billions of transactions, and suddenly you have a huge challenge for network speeds and data storage. And since no one can predict the future with perfect accuracy, the smartest organizations are building in something called cryptographic agility. Just think of it like designing a house with interchangeable locks. If some new, unexpected threat comes along, you don't have to rebuild the whole door. You can just quickly and easily swap in a better lock. The strategy isn't about finding one single silver bullet. It's all about defense in depth. This just means layering your security, like putting multiple different kinds of locks on a bank vault. A lot of folks are using a hybrid approach, using a new PQC algorithm and a trusted classic one at the same time. That way, if one lock ever gets picked, the other one is still standing guard.
So we have the solution, but how do you upgrade the entire global financial system without, breaking it? This is not just a simple software update. We're talking about one of the biggest, most coordinated tech migrations in history. It's going to require every bank, every government, and every tech company to move together. The roadmap for this whole thing really has three main stages. First is just awareness, getting everyone, from the boardroom down to the IT team, on the exact same page. Second is planning. This is the massive part. We have to do a crypto inventory, which means literally finding every single piece of encryption in every single system. And finally, you have execution, carefully rolling out the new solutions, testing them like crazy, and constantly monitoring how they're doing.
And let's be super clear, we're not just talking about abstract code here. This upgrade touches pretty much everything. We're talking about the physical hardware inside ATMs and credit card readers. It's the software on your phone's banking app. It's the core network protocols that keep the whole internet secure. It even goes all the way down to the databases that hold decades of our financial records. Every single link in the chain has to be replaced.
And this is exactly why starting now is absolutely critical. This is not an overnight fix. I mean, for some perspective, the last big crypto upgrade the world went through took nearly 20 years to finish. This migration is way more complex. And, as we've already seen, we almost certainly don't have 2 decades. This is why you see experts from the world's central banks basically sounding the alarm. Because of that harvest now, decrypt later threat, this transition has to start immediately. Any sensitive data created today that needs to stay secure for 10 or more years, well, it's already at risk.
So, the quantum era is definitely coming. The question on this slide isn't some what if, and this huge global effort is the world's attempt to answer it. It's a quiet, invisible race to rebuild the very foundations of digital trust before the old ones crumble, all to make sure our financial world is safe for the next generation of technology.